Hello, I'm Sean.
And I'm Brian. And we created a dialogue tree system using C# and XML. We used YouTube tutorials from YouTuber LarsIsGaming. He presented one dialogue tree instructions for Visual Studio, and he also provided how to move the dialogue tree to Unity. And this is a demonstration of our dialogue tree. It starts out with hello, nice to meet you, and we have two responses here. Here is after saying hello, it's what do you want to talk about, and we can choose three options. The first one's about movies, second one's about games, and the third one goes to a node that exits out of the tree. So we picked games here, and we have two responses. One is about Mario games, and the other one's about Legend of Zelda. Since we responded with Mario, the dialogue tree responds that it likes Mario games too. So now we're going to the exit node with the option number 1, and the tree gives us back a response, okay, goodbye, and then we hit 1 and it exits the program.
Okay, I'm going to go briefly over all of these files. In the program, this is the main one, so this is where it's going to load in the XML. Here's the run dialog part. This is where it's going to select the node and run that. In the run node, it's going to go through the nodes, get the text from them, and then display them. And this loop here, it's going to go through the node's options and grab the text and option number from there and display that. And that is it for that. Then here is where it's going to load in the XML. So here is the XML. It's you just have dialogues, then you have what is nodes, then you go where that's going to go, and you keep on doing that. So then we have in dialog nodes, we have node ID, which we're setting to 0 for this. And if you look through this is generally all the same. This is all the options we have. And then it gets it from here. Once it calls this, it's going to create a node of dialog tree. Dialog node. And it's going to fill it in here. It's going to fill all that in, and it's going to create the options. And then it has the options here with the text and destination ID. So
Want me to explain the test IO again? Or a little bit more?
Yeah. Just
okay.
Explain.
So something to pay attention about your XML is you have to realize that these, what are these called? Variables? Have to match up to the .cs files and the variables within them. So node ID here, 0, should be the same as node ID here. You also see temp text and options within the XML. They have to all link up properly, or else the XML won't grab onto the program as you would expect it to. The XML where you save this so your program can bring it up has to be, if we go to the dialog tree, select your folder, you go to bin, debug, and you place your XML in here.
Another thing to note when you make an XML is that you're going to need to create the schema. This is kind of how it's going to be set up and how it's going to read and all the element stuff. You need to make this, or else the XML will not load properly. Okay, and after you load in the XML, it's going to go to run dia. What is run dia is going to do is going to set the initial node to 0. If you change this to 1, it's going to load at goodbye, because that was the closing one. Yeah, see, so now that loads there. So we want to set at the beginning. The node ID right here is going to be where it is. So we want to start off at 0. So we want to start off at 0 because that's going to have the very beginning. And then it's going to be, since -1 node ID is our closing one, while it's not -1, it's going to run node ID equals run node. What run node do is going to display all this stuff. It's going to grab the text from node. This is the temp text, which is from here. So it's going to grab this, and then it's going to display it. And this is going to make the color green. So then here is the other option. This is going to type your number. This is right here. You can see it right here. And then those are the options which we grab from this loop. The loop is going to take the number of the thing of our loop plus 1, because it starts at 0, and then it's going to take the number, this one, from the list, and display the text from that one. And it's going to go get the key that you displayed and put that in for the next node. Here you got to be careful because we currently do not have a catch for it. So if you put something out of bounds and you don't have a catch of some sort, it's going to crash because it's not going to have anything there. So it's going to be out of bounds error.
Demonstrate that.
So yeah, if you go here and then I say I hit 3, it's going to crash. It's going to argument out of range. So you need something to catch there. Okay, and no, if you want to port this to Unity, the only one that you're going to be changing is this program, this file, all this, except for this. You're going to need this part. As this is just going to load in the information for the dialog tree, and you're going to need this.
So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you how to edit the nodes in the test.dia XML. And as a reminder, I'm going to run through the final product really quickly. So if we start up here, it's hello, nice to meet you, and then the 2 responses. We're going to go into option 2, hello, nice to meet you 2. What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about games. So we'll pick number 2. Which games do you like? Legend of Zelda. And then I have to go. So let's edit that path in the XML. So if we go to the XML, you can see here that it starts out at dialog node 0. And it says hello, nice to meet you. And we go to hello, nice to meet you 2. The destination node for this option is 2. So let's scroll down to 2. What do you want to talk about? I would like to talk about movies, which is number 3, but I would like to talk about games, which is destination node number 4. Going down to number 4, which games do you like, Mario or Legend of Zelda? So we go to number 8. So I love Zelda games too. But when going to edit our option here, it's not going to say I have to go now. Let's type, do you like Castlevania? And let's copy this dialog node. And this one will be number 9. So we change number 9 here. And we change the destination node to 9. And let's change the temp text for destination node number 9 to I think Castlevania is awesome. And then we will have it say, for our option, I have to go to bed. And that will go to destination node number 1. And if I scroll back up really quick, you'll see number 1 is our exit node. It should reply to us, okay, goodbye. Our option should be exit, and it'll give -1, which exits out of the conversation. Now if we go back down here, do you like Castlevania in destination node number 9? Let's make one more option. We will say, do you like, which game? Let's say Metroid. And we will make a node called number 10. So now we have one more node we have to make. So we'll copy this. And we will have the response be, Metroid is fantastic. And we'll keep it, I have to go to bed, so it goes to the exit node. And we have to change this node ID 10, because the destination node is 10. So if everything is correct, let's try running through it really quick. Hello, nice to meet you. Pick number 2, 2, 2. I love Zelda games too. We have 2 responses. Do you like Castlevania? And do you like Metroid? We'll try the first one. I think Castlevania is awesome. I have to go to bed. Okay, goodbye. And number 1 exits. Now we start it again. 2, 2, 2. Do you like Metroid? Number 2. Metroid is fantastic. I have to go to bed. Okay, goodbye. Press number 1 and that exits. It's really not too hard to make these dialogue nodes and connect them through the XML. It does take a bit of time, but as you can see, it only took me a few minutes to go through and make a few more nodes, and the dialogue tree is expanded.